Hello and welcome. In this video, I will be guiding you through a quick 15-minute Vinyasa flow. We will start standing at the top of our mat in Tadasana Mountain Pose. Once you're there, close your eyes and begin to deepen your breath, taking full and complete inhales and exhales, cultivating Ujjayi yogic breath, breathing in and out of the nose, lightly constricting the back of the throat on your exhales. Beginning to move here, reach arms up overhead, finding Kali Mudra, interlace all fingers, release pointer index. Reach up, long spine, stand up tall. Standing half moon, we'll take a side bend over to the left first, lengthening, finding space through the right side body. Deep bend, inhale back up through center, wiggle up out of the waist, stand tall. And exhale, switching sides, standing half moon. One more breath, back up through center. Back bend at the top, press those hips forward, open up through the chest, and exhale, forward fold. On your inhale, halfway lift to lengthen the spine, hands can come to shins. Exhale, refold. We'll add a twist, opening up to the left side. Plant the right hand down, take a deep bend in the right knee, and then twisting open to the left side of the room. Those left fingertips can stay lifted. Hand can come to your low back for support, or maybe you find a half bind, wrapping that arm around your low back, reaching for the inner right thigh. Fold back through center. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. And switching for our twist. Left hand down, bend in the left knee, twisting, opening up to the right side. Same options go here with that lifted right hand. Getting that twist in the spine. Twists are very detoxifying, cleansing for the body. And fold back through center. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. Palm the mat, tabletop. Lower back to one knee and the other one will follow. Tabletop position, hands and knees, hips stack over knees, shoulders over wrists, and start to move through your rounds of cats and cows. Move with your breath, linking movement to breath here. Inhale, belly drops, open the chest, cow pose. Exhale, hands press into the mat, round through the spine for cat pose. Keep going. And once you've done that a few times, you can take any other intuitive movements here that may help you wake up or warm up in the spine and the body. Anything that feels nice or intuitive. Hips can go side to side. Maybe you play around with hips going forward and back. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Just notice what your body might be craving, what it needs in this moment, taking those movements. Maybe you barrel roll the spine, big circles one direction, and then the other. Anything goes here. And we'll come back through center, neutral spine in tabletop. From our tabletop, moving into a floating tabletop. So tuck under those toes and lift the knees up just an inch or two off the mat. Engage through the low belly. Keep pressing hands into the mat here. One more breath. And hips high, down dog, straighten through the legs. You can start to pedal out your feet here. Walk your dog, bend one knee, melt the opposite heel to the mat. And switching. Warming up in the back of the legs here. And then find stillness in your down dog, curling tailbone up to the sky. Scoop the low belly up and in. And soften shoulders away from your ears. Feel nice and strong here. Keep with that Ujjayi breath in and out of the nose. And start to make your way to the top of the mat. You can tiptoe step or hop feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. We'll hang out in a forward fold here for a few rounds of breath. Knees can be bent a little or a lot. Maybe chest is resting on thighs. Hands can stay drawn towards the mat, or ragdoll arms is an option. You can stay in stillness or find movement, sway side to side, shake the head yes and no. When you're ready, palming the mat. Another inhale to halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, refold. And root to rise, reach up, rise up. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Moving through 3 continuous half sun A's, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold, waterfall over those legs. Ride your inhale all the way to the top, and as you exhale, float it back down, forward fold. On your inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, refold. Inhale, strong legs, reach up, rise up. Last time on your exhale, fold it forward. Always move at the pace of your own breath. On your inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, rise to stand, meeting in Tadasana. We'll move through a Sun B Salutation together, meeting in chair pose to begin. Toes come to touch, bend in the knees, arms sweep up, scoop up the low belly, strong thigh squeeze together, and exhale, let it go, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palm the mat, plank pose, top of a push-up. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend. Could be Sphinx Cobra or Up Dog. And exhale, press back, down dog. Take a round of breath here. And on your next inhale, step the right foot to the top of the mat for Warrior One. Spin onto the back heel, bend in the front knee, arms sweep up. Square those hip points and shoulders off to the front of the room, front of your mat. Soften shoulders down away from your ears. One more big breath. And palm the mat. Move through your belly down vinyasa, plank, lower through your push-up. Inhale to your back bend. And exhale, press back, down dog, hips high, pause there. Come back to your breath, in and out of the nose. Next, inhale, left foot steps to the top, Warrior One. On this side, spin onto the back heel, bend in the front knee. Get your strong foundation leg set up first, then the upper body rises. Warrior pose here feels strong in the legs, but then finding ease and softness in the upper body, arms lifted overhead. And palm the mat, move through your belly down vinyasa, go with your breath. Meeting in down dog. Breathing in and out of the nose. Full and complete inhales and exhales. Lightly start to make your way to the top, however you'd like to get there. Feet meet hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose, bend in the knees, arms sweep up. Scoop up the low belly. Tadasana, mountain pose. From here, hands to heart center, rise high up on your toes, balls of the feet. Imagine that your back is against a wall and slowly slide all the way down to a double toe squat. Good. We'll come to a kneeling position, kneeling posture. Setting up for 2 symmetrical back bends, camel. First, I will cue a modified camel. You can start to bring your hands to your low back, fingers face down towards the mat. Elbows draw back towards one another. Press those hips forward over the knees. Lengthen through the spine, open up through the chest. Start to reach up and back. You can keep the chin tucked to the chest, or maybe you look up to the ceiling. Only if that feels okay with head and neck. Come out of this. And just sit hips back towards your heels. Try to fight the urge to fold forward. Back bends are very energizing in nature, so maybe feeling that energetic effect here, letting it settle just for a moment. And getting ready to set up for our second camel pose. You can repeat that modified version we just did. If you feel ready and open enough for full camel, start to reach back for your heels. Toes can be untucked. If the heels feel too far away, maybe you tuck under your toes, bringing your heels closer up to your hands. Press the hips forward. Open up through the chest for your back bend. Keep breathing, little sips of air. Never hold your breath. And starting to come out of this. Back to a quick kneeling posture just to come out. We'll move into an inversion for compensation after those back bends. If supported headstand is in your practice, feel free to go there now. I will cue rabbit pose. So toes can be untucked or tuck them under. Start to reach back for ankles or cup the heels. Really round through the spine. Scoop up the low belly. Crown of head to the mat, forehead to the knees, and lift those hips up away from your heels. When you're ready to come out of this, we'll all meet in a quick child's pose. Knees can stay together for this one. Arms can be long by your sides, forehead to the mat. And we'll start to lift up from here. Make your way to a seat. Come onto your bottom and starting to lower down to our spine, coming to a reclined position. Lengthen out the left leg long. Hug the right knee into your chest. Moving into a spinal twist. Let that knee fall across you over to the left side of your mat and gaze in the opposite direction. Maybe your right arm comes right out of the shoulder. Bring right knee back up through center and we'll switch, lengthening out through the right leg. Hug the left knee into your chest. And moving into our twist, let that knee fall across you, gaze in the opposite direction. Start to bring that leg back up through center and preparing for Shavasana. Legs out long, feet flop out to the sides, arms long by your sides, palms up to the ceiling, and taking these last few moments to be with yourself in stillness and silence. Take rest. Shavasana. Beginning to bring awareness back into your breath. And let that breath invite small movements back into the body, wiggling fingers and toes, rolling wrists and ankles. If a full body stretch would feel nice, reach arms overhead. Hug knees into chest, give yourself a big squeeze. And when you're ready, making your way up to a comfortable seat facing the front. Trying to keep eyes closed or keep your gaze softly down. We'll meet with hands to heart center. It was an honor to guide your practice. Thank you for joining me. Bringing thumb knuckles to our third eye, and we bow together in gratitude for time on our mats. and for each other. Namaste.